And that should be everything audible.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Oh, I need to scoot myself down a little more.
Seems like parts
meddled.
of me are not visible on the...
Oh, your hairs.
Oh no, are you... so... Let's see. Oh, you're right!
Green?
Okay, hang on, let me...
Now it's like actually flipped on the... So I should actually turn the mirroring off on
Weird.
VTube Studio.
Oh,
alright, let me,
I love the scope.
You know, sometimes you can't tell until... Okay, yeah, there we go. Oh, half of your shirt was a little, see-through there, too.
Yeah.
That should do it?
Do you mind if is it a problem if the menus are visible for a second? I'm gonna like...
It's okay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna...
If it's doing it through the virtual webcam, the menus won't show.
I think...
Yeah, I think you're right.
Switched it on my end.
I was gonna say, I can just shove you under the table for a second.
That would be fine. But yeah, now it's flipped. To be correct way.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice. Yeah, I had to kind of scoot you guys pretty close together because I did not think about the setup for
No, that's
people.
fine.
But I think it looks pretty cute. We're all nice and summery.
Yes.
Yeah.
And having some super summer appropriate hot tea.
Yes, yes.
I mean, I still drink hot tea in the summer.
Yeah, I mean in Finland it's like not tea but like coffee we drink hot all year round. Generally, so it's a summer drink. It's totally a summer drink.
Yeah, for sure.
See, it's kind of the opposite, at least in this particular part of the US, you know, where my forest is, that we drink iced coffee all year round. Like, you're not a true New Englander unless you roll up to Dunkin' Donuts in the dead of winter and get an iced coffee.
Oh my goodness. That would be a huge culture shock for me. When I went to Japan, they asked and I went to Starbucks, they asked me if I wanted the coffee with ice or hot, and I was like, "You're asking that?" Just assume that it's just hot.
Do they not just
35 Celsius weather?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, hello everybody. Welcome to Tea with Honey. Today we are having tea with Halla and Huhu.
Yay!
Maybe even the first VTubers that I collabed with. Now that I think about it.
Ooh.
Oh,
definitely early days.
Yeah, we did Minecraft, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, I put the Minecraft art on the wall behind Halla's head there.
Oh yeah.
Which you're kind of covering yourself just because there's not a lot of room, but
Kalyan is saying that Huhu is very quiet.
Oh, thank you. I will turn Huhu up.
I am so known for being quiet. Yes.
How's that?
We'll see.
We'll see.
All right. Well, anyway, I guess we should also kind of introduce ourselves.
Yes.
I'm Huhu Aho. I'm a Finnish VTuber and changeling.
Yes. I am Halla Villutar. I am a Finnish VTuber as well. I am a water spirit. Sometimes an ice spirit. Depending on the weather.
Yes.
And I'm Honey Melon, just in case you didn't know. I'm a melf. That's a melon elf. And yeah, today we are having a little tea party with these
Yay.
delightful assets. I'm like, does that break the fourth wall? These this table and pastries and things that
yes,
Halla made with her own two
yes,
hands.
Yes, I crafted everything, baked the goods, and
Yes.
um,
What a renaissance man.
yes.
I guess by that logic, you also built the brick tower that is visible on the left there. You're really very multi-talented.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm also a beekeeper because there's honey on the table.
Right, of course.
Yes, and you created me from like all those ingredients like in Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just crafted out of mud and
Yeah. I imagine it would be so cool if I remembered that list from Full Metal Alchemist. But,
Mhm.
no.
Yeah, it was like 2 grams of phosphorus and whatever. I don't remember, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, you knew it at the time, obviously.
Yeah,
Sure.
for sure.
I had like a cookbook open.
Right. I hope the audio is okay now.
No
Actually-
further complaints, at least.
Yeah, until proven otherwise.
But yeah, Huhu also made the music that was just serenading everyone on the starting scene screen.
Yay.
So
Yes, I
very
did.
multi-talented crew.
Yes.
But it's been a long time since we were actually able to collab like this.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You know, I creep on both your streams once in a while, but we haven't all been able to hear each other. That's always a weird
Yeah.
thing. But
Yeah,
right.
like I think it's been over a year or something since
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
actually,
probably.
talked
Yeah.
in real time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's very nice to talk to you again.
Yeah, same.
It's been, I think we all had a wild year or so in one way or another.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I haven't done a lot of collabs period in the last at least the last 6 months or so, which is partly why I was like, I'm gonna start doing the tea with honey streams that I promised, I'm pretty sure, a full calendar year ago, because that's when you drew all of these. I think this was, I first had this tea party set at my maybe birthday last year. So that's last August, so certainly sneaking
Right.
up on a year.
Yeah.
But now we're doing it.
Yes.
So-
yay.
We're here now. And I gotta say, the first one, it was really good. I was watching.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
with
really good
Maru.
concept. Oh my god, there's like a fat fly that tried to go into my coffee.
Oh,
No!
God.
It's summer in the countryside.
Well, that does bring me to the question of, it was gonna be, what kind of tea are you drinking? But what hot beverages are you consuming?
It is actually tea for me. I have this like from a powder. It's like chai latte, but it's green tea flavored.
Oh,
So
nice.
there's a lot going on. It's really good. I had
Green
like
tea
8.
chai latte.
Yeah, I had like 8 packets of this, and they're all gone. This is the last one.
Oh, you saved it for a special occasion.
I am honored. I mean, it would have been better if you saved me one also. Just Although actually, I was gonna say you could mail it to me, but maybe mailing mystery powder in an envelope is not the move.
Maybe.
Not be the best.
Hmm. What about you,
They are
Halla?
sealed.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
wonder if they would be fine. No, that's all.
I just have a regular like Earl Grey tea with milk and well, it's like oat milk and honey.
Oh, nice.
Of course, with honey.
I also
How
have.
about our? Yeah,
Sorry, I was like, I'm just gonna say it anyway.
that's good.
Everyone's on the edge of their seat about what kind of tea Honey is drinking.
Yes.
It is indeed tea with honey. It's green tea with this like elder honey that I got. It's just honey with a
Ooh.
bunch of junk in it, like
Ooh, right.
elderberry, and there's like black pepper in it,
Whoa.
and like I don't know, a bunch of other stuff. But whatever's in it, it's really good.
Oh, that sounds really interesting. Yeah.
It's
Definitely
unusual.
Like yeah, definitely something I would buy if I saw it in a store. I think.
Yeah, I think I bought it at some like not a farmer's market exactly, but that kind of little markety thing.
Oh yeah.
It's very like
Sounds like
solidified. But yeah. I have way too much honey right now because of farmers markets and stuff. Or maybe there's no such thing.
Oh my goodness, the fly. The fly is so it really wants to.
Oh no.
I think I have to finish it quickly.
Oh, before the fly gets it.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you meant finish the fly quickly.
That would work better, but I don't have anything at hand for that.
For
I've
the
just been
murder.
Yeah, I've just been letting them like live their little lives in here.
Yeah, I like to. Well, I like to live and let live. Whether my cat will do so is another story.
Oh yeah.
So usually I have to try and escort them back outside before Castor finds out, because he gets very excited about flies. Not Majora. My other cat is like he would not survive the winter, as it were. He's like, what is that? And just, he's really good at staring, so if you need anyone to stare at a fly.
It's an important skill.
Yeah. So, what's going on? Like, what are, I know who you were going to a summer cottage soon? Or were you're not there already, right?
I'm not there yet, although it's like with the image quality of the streams I'm sending, I might as well be, I think. So I'm still at so this sounds really like how much money do you have? I'm at my parents' summer place, which is different from the summer cottage that I'm going to later. But yeah, it's the cottage is from like my grandparents. They bought it, and I've inherited it with my sibling. And then the summer house is something that my parents bought.
Sorry.
And I'm.
Are you okay? Briefly possessed by a ghost?
We're fine.
Okay.
Alright. I'm like escaping a remodeling kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So now it's warm enough that I'm able to go to the summer cottage. And I'm gonna be there with like kind of minimal electricity for like a month. the internet's good, but like I have to run a generator probably to power my laptop.
Oh wow.
Mm-mm.
That's
So
yeah.
yeah,
That's the true experience. But also
It
that
sure
sounds
is.
kind of nice.
it's
Or I mean,
it's really nice.
it sounds more than kind of nice, obviously. But I'm like, even the limited internet is probably not a terrible thing. Once in a while.
Yeah, yeah. It's good to like focus more on like reading books and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and that's usually what I end up doing over there.
Mm.
And the nature is really beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's the upsides and the downsides because there's no like running water. There's no indoor like toilet or anything. So
Mm.
it's a nature experience.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
How about you guys?
Well, I'm actually gonna have a nature experience in a few days also. I'm leaving on Sunday for a camping trip, which is with a couple of friends.
Ooh.
I have not gone camping since I was like a kid, a wee melon. And it's, you know, so it will also be a full, it's like at a campsite. And I think there are, I don't know the nature of the bathrooms, but there's bathrooms of some kind.
Yeah.
And like showers and stuff.
Mm.
Good to have.
Yeah. I have no idea. Obviously, I'm not like bringing my computer. I'm like, I hope I have enough signal to be able to periodically report that I'm not dead, but
Yeah.
otherwise, you
Yeah.
know, I don't really want to go out into the majesty of nature so I can like scroll Twitter. Not, I mean, I guarantee I'm going to at some point, but I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna bring some books too.
Yeah, just have a good balance.
Yeah.
That's good. Is it gonna be like a tent kind of situation?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my friends have a really big tent apparently.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. They're so they're like in a polycule, so they need a tent big enough for 3, but also one of their partners is not that into camping. So we've been talking about, and my partner's also not into camping. So for like at least a year now, we've been talking about, we keep calling it girl camp. And it's finally happening, girl camp.
Yay!
Yay.
That sounds so much fun. Like, oh.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited.
Yay!
Sounds really awesome. I also haven't been in a like sleeping in a tent in years and years.
Yeah.
Like I think it must have been like junior high when I last went like actually camping. It's been like a scouts thing probably.
Oh, I see.
For me, it has been, I think it's been like at least 5 years, maybe more, probably more. Like 7 to, well, something like that. Because I used to do buffering, which is like foam weapon fighting. And they have this like it's partly like sports and partly historical reenactment, and they have this big event in Finland every year, where they have like, it's, well, back when I went it was like 600 people. So
wow.
yeah, so I was in a like a team, and they had these big army type of tents. We call them puolijoukkueteltta in Finnish. That won't tell you anything, but they're basically big tents where you can have like a bunch of people, like 20 people or something.
If you think
sleep.
like circus tent, it's kind of like that, but smaller.
Yeah, it has
It's
like a
that
pole in the
shape.
middle, and yeah.
I can kind of picture it. I don't know what they'd be called in English, or even if we would have a word for that specifically.
But yeah, I've slept in one of those back then, but I haven't done buffering in a while. So I also haven't slept in a tent in a while.
Right. Well, I'm all like excited, and I got like a sleeping bag, even though we have I have like a very old sleeping bag, but it's like a sort of thick, like flannel lined, and I was like, I probably won't need something that warm for the summer.
Yeah.
My friends did say to pack for like warmer than you think, because it'll, you know, you're outside late at night, so it's gonna get colder, but the low I think for the weekend is it's like 50, which is a number, a smaller number in Celsius.
Less than 16 degrees Celsius, because I just checked what 16 was, and that's 60 Fahrenheit.
Okay, so it's like it's gonna be like 8 Celsius at night, it looks like. I'm like, is that cold? I have no point of reference.
That's like pretty cold.
Yeah, it's pretty cold to be like, I guess, sleeping outside.
Yeah.
But yeah, for like if you have the correct equipment, it's fine.
Maybe I'll even bring the heavier sleeping bag as well.
Yeah.
And bring some blankets and stuff.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Have you guys seen Yuru Camp?
I haven't.
I've heard of
it's
it
so
and
cute.
I've thought about it, but
It's really, I really like it. I mean, it's very slice of life and low stakes, but it's also pretty funny and definitely like one of those sort of informative cute girls doing a specific thing. So watching it, you're like, oh, I want to go camping. So the whole time I've just been like, this is just like Yuru Camp, which, you know, they're like, oh my god.
That sounds like something that I would like. I think.
Yeah.
They're at one point they all are bundling up because they do like winter camping and stuff, which I feel like maybe it doesn't get as cold there as it does here. Because I'm sure people do winter camping here, but well, I don't want to. But they get all bundled up.
It's not super fun, but I've been camping in the winter. We had a fireplace though, like in the tent, like a what do you call it?
Like a
like a metal thing that
yeah.
There's like a pipe that goes up the
shoot, what do you call it? I was like, Dutch oven. Wrong.
Let me see.
Something. It's like a something stove or.
Yeah, the dictionary I'm looking at says like stove.
Stove. Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something more specific than that.
Yeah.
Did you look up like kamina?
Yeah.
Like,
well,
I'm like, what was it called in Animal Crossing?
Yeah,
the stove with the pipe that goes up really high.
I guess just a heater as well, but that's also not very specific.
Right. There's totally a word.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you ever watch Gurren Lagann?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did kind of think you said Kamina, and I was like, I'm gonna not be that person.
Yeah, it's the same word.
But I was totally thinking that, yeah. Oh, a wood stove.
A wood stove?
That's what I think I would call it. That's.
Okay.
I actually did Google stove Animal Crossing, and it's like the one that I'm picturing was the wood burning stove.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like a correct description. It's like a
Yes.
metal stove that goes in the tent, and
Yes.
then every like you have turns. You take turns to keep it like going
Yeah.
to put in logs, so the fire
We
doesn't go out.
we had that at the buffering event. It was in the middle of the big tent, and yeah, like you would like every hour you would wake up the person next to you to watch the stove. So everyone had to take a turn.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't think we'll have such technology.
Yeah. But like I still got cold. It was summer and we had the like stove, but I still got cold.
Oh, in the summer too.
Yeah, I guess it was like a cold summer night. I don't know what
cold in the summer too in Finland sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. I don't know what it was like, what the temperature was, but it was a little chilly.
Yeah, we're still, I don't think it's even technically summer yet, right?
Not
Supposedly
really.
it's spring. It's already starting to feel like summer.
Yeah, I've been calling it summer because it's like so. It's been really warm. Now it's like a little bit colder, but it was around 20 degrees Celsius for a while, so it felt like summer. Oh, there's the stove.
Yay!
It's the one from Animal Crossing. Here, I'll just pop it over here for us.
Yay!
Keep us warm.
Yay!
Sorry, very important thing that I was doing in the background. I had just looked it up to be like, what was it called? And then it was like, oh, this is a transparent PNG. I could. Although it was also really funny being tiny and just on the table with the snacks. Keep the snacks warm.
Keeping the teas warm.
Nice. I'm gonna send you a picture of the tent on Discord. You don't have to necessarily show it, but I was like, wait, are we googling pictures now?
Yeah. I think it's an ADHD thing because I wound up doing that last time too. But it's fun to have visuals.
Yeah. It's good for people who haven't played Animal Crossing or been in a huge tent.
Yes. Yeah. It'd probably be. I don't know if you guys can hear my keyboard clacking away, so that's not ideal. I'm gonna show this for a second. It's probably just gonna cover us all up, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Technology.
Wow.
Yes,
that's what I slept in.
I should have at least saved it, and I did the path of least resistance.
It's
very cool.
I slept in a lot of those as well in Scouts.
I've definitely never. I don't remember. I was in like Girl Scouts as a very tiny melon, but I don't remember. I feel like we just had a lot of like smaller tents, or maybe we were even in cabins.
Right.
We weren't very hardcore camping. My
Yeah,
brother did a lot more camping with
we
the
did
Boy
most
Scouts.
of the camping. Yeah, we're like having crosstalk. I think it's because of the
Sorry.
internet. No, it's like I think it's nobody's fault. It's like the internet is like a little bit slow between Finland and the US. So
right.
first, excuse me.
That did happen with Mario as well, who's also somewhat far away, and I hadn't thought about it at the time, but that probably is fine.
Yeah, partially that, and just because on Discord you can't really see who's about to talk,
right?
But it's definitely probably also the lag.
Yeah.
Well, feel free to just carry on and talk over me if I interrupt you.
Same.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think I was trying to say that I also like in scouts didn't really go like super like actual camping until I was a little bit older. So it's no wonder if that wasn't a thing for like the very young kids.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
was-
continue it until I was older. Go on.
Yeah. I was also in scouts when I was younger, but we didn't really go camping much. I think, yeah, because I was kind of young, and well, I lived in a like a small town or a village, so I guess everything was a little bit more like I don't know. There weren't a lot of like kids participating, so.
Yeah.
It was more like we did some crafts and learned how to call like 911 in case of an emergency and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say I also remember a lot of crafts. I'm picturing like popsicle sticks. I'm not even sure what we did with them. I'm just feeling like there were a lot of popsicle sticks involved.
Yeah, a lot of cardboard. I don't know. We did like cooking and we made like disgusting pizza where they used ketchup instead of tomato sauce on the
no.
on the crust.
Oh no. I don't like that.
I mean, it was good otherwise, but like,
Yeah.
I think it was like the style that our like scouts leader was used to, and I was very, very scandalized.
As he should be. Although, I mean, like, at least you were cooking. That seems practical, and I don't remember doing any of that in Scouts. But again, maybe I just flaked out before we got to the good stuff. I don't remember.
I participated in like one or two. I don't know if you have that in the Melf Forest or the US or wherever. But we had like a scouts competition where like scouts from different cities and towns would gather and we'd compete in different skills and stuff. And I didn't realize it at the time, but I think I kind of messed up because of my ADHD. Like I think I messed up like at least one of the tasks because we had like one where we had to do like first aid stuff, but I was so excited to get going that I just started like administering like first aid to there was like two people who were playing the like victims. They had like one had like I don't know, a twisted ankle, and the other had like a I don't know, like a wound of some sort. And so I was so excited to get started that I just started slapping stuff on the wound, like, yeah, let's do this, we're gonna be so good. And then after I was done, I looked at the like other person and I looked at the supplies and I was like, wait, I think we were supposed to use the bandage on the twisted ankle. And then I was like, sorry, we need this.
Oh no.
And I took the bandage off from the other person, and
okay, that person's gonna be so healed though.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, this is just I just for some reason I just remember this. I was pretty young back then, but yeah, this is one of the things that I later on realized that that was probably like partially because of the ADHD.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have loved to see that though. I think I would have like cracked up if I was one of the actors.
I know.
Yeah. I don't remember how they reacted, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't think of any right now, but I'm like those moments where you look back and you're like, ah, yes. All I can think of is when I was in college and was constantly like overloading on credits, as they called it. Like, you had an amount of credits you're supposed to take for a semester, and there were several semesters where you had to like fill out a form to be like, I'm gonna do all the credits. Just like keeping myself busy and then being like, why am I so stressed?
Oh my goodness.
But, you know, it worked out fine.
That's good.
In the long term. Anyway. Yeah.
I think I was like the exact opposite in university. Like, I have a bachelor's degree and not a master's degree.
Me too.
Which is what you're like in Finland. You're kind of supposed to get the master's degree. It's like a single package that you're supposed to do in 5 years. But I did the bachelor's degree in like 4 years, I think. And I think I had to explain to like the people who give you money to study so you can live, because we have that kind of stuff in Finland and not as much student debt. So I had to like explain why I was doing so little at some point.
Yeah, I had to do that too, but for me it was because I got really excited about making my own like game that and stuff, so I was like overloading myself with other projects, and then I was like, why am I so tired? Like, why do I feel like I'm just like getting burnout? I don't understand. And then I went to talk to like the school psychologist or whatever, and then he was like, so you're telling me that you have this game project and this comic project and you have school. And and I was like, yeah.
Well, when you say it like that.
I definitely also had to be like to the student benefits people. I had to be like, please give me money even though I did too little.
Oh no.
But they did, so we're good.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, I did have like financial aid and stuff. So maybe I was, and some of it was like, you know, merit based or whatever. So maybe I was overcompensating. But actually a lot of my friends from college, right after we got our bachelors, like went off to Europe to get their masters. Because you can do it, I think, faster and less expensive there, even if you're from the US.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh, I was a little sad at the time, because it was like, okay, bye, we're all going to, like, England and Ireland, and I was like, well, I'm not sure if I immediately want to commit to more school and more money, so I'm just gonna kick it here and work at a craft store. But I wound up being a translator anyway, so there you go.
Nice.
Yeah, I got very lucky. Huhu, are you still doing translation stuff?
I'm still doing it, but like the capitalism is getting at me, because they hired some. Because I'm just a freelancer. Also, hello, Wolf.
Hello. Hi, Wolf.
I'm just a freelancer, so I don't have like any kind of protection. So they just decided, like the client decided, that their target price for the translation is like 2 cents lower than my rate per word, and apparently the like agency got people to do it for that rate, even though it's like really, really low for Finland. So now I have like a little bit less work. I'm gonna see if like how everything shakes out if I get other jobs from other clients or
Mm-hmm.
if I like decide to go back to university for my masters or something, because my plan was to get like 5 years experience in this position, so it would be like equivalent to having a full degree, or what they just consider like the normal amount in Finland. But yeah, I might go study. I might do some other work a little bit. But it's been fine.
My first instinct was to be like, you should come get your master's here, but I don't think it works as well in the other direction.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not. I don't think I'd get like any kind of merit-based stuff either, even if I could get into the US.
Yeah, they'd probably be like, and you want to come here? What? Like, yeah. Also, hi Wolf. Hi honey. Do you guys want to say a hi honey for Wolf? You don't have to.
Yeah.
It's just the hi honey, or there's like the other
you can do the whole spiel if you want. I was like, if you get a 3 for 1, I feel like you get the short version. But
hi,
you know.
Honey.
Hi honey.
Hi.
Hi.
I didn't think about how that would. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Greetings.
Thank you for the watermelon. I'm gonna do so now.
But my dad was also like, you should go study abroad. He was like, you should go study in Portugal, I think, because he just went to Portugal. And he was like, wow, this is so cool. He went to like a really, really, really historical university there for some work stuff. I don't know. But I don't speak any Portuguese.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think I probably could. There's like English language programs and stuff, but I think I'll stay in Finland, probably. It's probably still cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably true.
For now. Let's not even get
into
some stuff over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. My you should come here is just like jumping out, but I'm like, there's literally no reason for you to. We have like the school I went to has a great like linguistics program and stuff. It is actually like pretty known for that, but
cool.
if anything, I should probably still be going there. But probably not for school.
I was looking at like Ireland, but then apparently it's like extremely expensive to live there. It's really, really expensive. I definitely couldn't afford it.
Gotcha.
So yeah, and then the UK is like, I don't know, they were like, bye, so there's no free movement anymore. Because Ireland I could just go, I think.
She went? There she goes.
Disappeared for some reason.
You like just there you are.
There I am.
Yeah.
Alright. I don't know what that was.
Just popped over to Ireland. And went, nope, still expensive, and came back.
Yeah, you were just demonstrating the free movement.
Yeah.
I do want to go to Ireland eventually. You know, my grandmother like traveled there a lot when she was younger. And you know, if I say like had a human Sona, she would probably mostly be of Irish descent, like on both sides. Just like extremely pasty. Just hypothetically speaking.
Yeah.
I really want to travel And I mean, I've already told you guys this, but I'm like waiting on my passport. But apparently, because oh, okay. Hi, Salad. Yes, it is. It was good to see the three of us together. Now I'm in lemon mode, so. But yeah, so my passport expired like in spring of 2020. And so obviously at the time I was like, well, what do I need that for?
Right, yeah.
Bye again.
I don't think I can do any. It's probably my internet, but it's
That's okay. We'll just
audio. I'm just like the astral projection is like a little bit spotty.
Yeah, I guess we'll just ignore it and
yeah,
here goes.
invisible Huhu, it's fine. But I suspect that a lot of Americans had a similar, like, let their passports lapse during the height of the pandemic, and now we're all scrambling, like, wait, let us out of here. And they're like, maybe in 7 to 9 weeks. And I'm like, great. My, like, chief travel window is fairly limited, or at least if I'm going to travel with my partner, because he's a teacher. And his school hasn't, at least to me, has an exceptionally, like, long school year. They get out in about 2 weeks. Which I guess is not that unusual, but they go back, like, mid-August. Sometimes even, like, the PD stuff, like, for teachers starts in early August, so it's like...
Oh my goodness. That is kind of short, like...
Yeah, it's gotten better, but yeah, it's like a short-ass summer. And last summer, we bought a house, among other things, so travel was not super on the table.
Busy times.
Yeah. So, sooner or later, I'm gonna, like, metaphorically kick down your door.
Yeah!
But first the US has to let me out. I'm turning... I'm turning lemon mode off now. I'm like, oh, I wanna... Can you hear my keyboard clicking if I have an ADHD? Because I was like, maybe I can check if my passport is done right now, even though I'm signed up to get emails anytime it changes. But I'm like, what if they forgot? No, it's in process.
Discord, because it's different, I think, for Discord and the stream.
Right, true.
But we're not really hearing it, I don't think. Not a lot.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm obviously not, using it much anyway, but once in a while we talk about something and I'm like, ooh, what does that look like, or whatever.
Yeah. That's totally fine.
But, yeah, gosh, on the topic of ADHD, I think that just naturally ends up coming up. Whether you wanted to or not. Like, so the camping trip, we're doing 3 nights, I think? And I know you said you're going to the summer cottage for a month. And, like, obviously the exact circumstances are different, but even just for, like, a 3-night, like, 4-day vacation, I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, there's, like, but how will I work? Which, like, I think the point is probably to try and purge that for a couple days and just chill.
Yeah.
I have binoculars. I've been into, like, birding a little bit lately.
Oh, cool.
I'm not good at it, but I'm like, hey, a bird. That's pretty much the extent of my skills.
It's just fun to be like, oh, a bird.
Yeah, definitely.
I know a couple of them, and then you get to be really, it's very satisfying to be like, look, that's a grackle.
Oh,
Just
nice.
pretty easy to identify, but I got some fancier binoculars for the trip, and I'm looking forward to that. But
Nice.
yeah, probably bring books also.
I usually always bring like a oh god, my like paper and pen and or my sketchbook everywhere, even though I really rarely use it. But just like because there's always a chance that I need to kill time. And what if my phone dies or something?
Yeah.
Like, I must always, even if I'm going to like, I don't know, like to a bar or something with friends, I usually still always have like my sketchbook with me because I'm just like, what if something happens?
I know.
What if I get bored?
There's a raid.
So sorry. Hello.
Welcome,
Thank you so much for the
raiders.
raid.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How was the rest of your stream? I know I stopped in earlier and you were playing a visual novel, but you were working on game stuff too, right? I get you a shout out.
Ooh.
So sorry actually made the little charts that you see at the bottom of the screen here, the stream avatars.
Oh,
they're so good.
They're really cute. Oh.
I am I really need to see more about your Game Boy Yuri game because that's such a joy-inducing combination of words. That sounds so cool.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's set in 2002. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I love that.
I hope you had a good rest of your stream. Oh, heck yeah, please send it to me.
Ooh.
If you're new here, I'm Honey Melon. I'm a melf, that's a melon elf. I'm a Japanese to English translator, and I'm here today with my friends, Huhu and Halla. We're having some tea and catching up.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you again. You know, if you need to, it's probably kind of late for you, isn't it? So if you need to go crash, I totally get it. But yes, welcome raiders. Thank you.
Yes, welcome.
But yeah, I definitely at least used to do that. I feel like I don't go out to. I'm like, don't go out with friends as much. Wait, that sounds sad.
Well, I don't go very often either, but like
no, but yeah, like if you're hanging out at someone's place or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's always the one time that you don't bring your sketchbook that you're like, suddenly I am filled with artistic inspiration.
Yeah.
By which I probably mean I'm in the mood to draw an anime girl facing left. But
yes.
But when you don't have your sketchbook, you're like, oh, I could create masterpieces right now. If only I brought my sketchbook.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's always the like when you can think about it but you can't actually do it. That's when you get all the ideas.
Yeah.
Yasumi. Good night, Sasori. Thank you again. Yasumi.
Yay. Bye.
Yeah. I'm also the type to bring like 15 different activities for like a long flight or something and then just kind of sit there and stare into space for the entire time.
Yeah,
so,
I know the feeling.
So I kind of am suspecting that this will be a similar situation where I will tackle this stuff. I'm thinking of leaving my Switch just in the spirit of like relatively no electronics.
Yeah.
But I'll probably just like stare at a tree the entire time or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely also like always carrying along so many different options for like activities to do. I hope I'm actually gonna be able to like read all the books that I have because I have like a backpack full of books and a little bit more I think right now with my you know, that's for 2 months, but I haven't read
Right.
that much while I'm at this
Mhm.
place of my parents.
Yeah.
But hopefully a little bit more when electricity is not plentiful.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm only gonna be gone for 3 days, and I'm still like, I better bring 2 books. Not so much because I'm gonna finish them, but the one book right now I'm reading something in an audiobook and then something in print, which is what I do lately. But the print book I'm reading right now is like very, like, it's nonfiction and it's kind of cerebral. And usually I'm like, I'm gonna make so much progress on this, and I read 3 pages and I'm like, that's enough.
Yeah.
So I should pack something later, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely harder to like read long blocks of that kind of text.
Yeah.
Like it'll go better
Mhm.
usually to like do it in parts, like a few
Mhm.
chapters maybe, or
Yeah.
one chapter or
I
something.
have, or at least I was doing just like a couple pages before bed each night. But then Tears of the Kingdom came out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Oh boy.
But yeah, I have a friend who also goes to a cabin every summer. I think it's more for like a week or 2 at a time. But she'll just, she does like ebooks, which, come to think of it, is probably much better for packing. And she'll just like slam out like a dozen. They're usually like sort of self-described as like trashy fantasy novels, but I like admire her so much for that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I used to like not like I used to read a ton as a little water spirit droplet, but then I had a long time when I didn't read much other than like manga and usually even just like really trashy BL, because I have a hobby of buying used BL books for like really cheap and then reading them and being like, this is the best trash. But yeah, anyway, but lately I've actually been reading quite a lot, and even like actual books.
Oh, nice.
Which is wild, because I really do like reading, but for some reason I guess just
yeah. No, I feel that. I
much.
read a lot also as a young melon, and I think I still read a lot now, but it comes a lot more in like waves. Like a couple of months where I'm just reading like nonstop, and then my brain's like, now we do games or like some other thing.
Yeah.
It's really the same for me. Like, also, I used to like read so much. Like, I don't know. I if you guys do you guys know the anime and like light novels of what the Ascendance of a Bookworm?
Yeah, sorry.
I know of it, but I haven't like.
Hi, Brushy.
read it or watched
Sorry,
it.
I didn't see you earlier. Okay. Yes, I've been really, really meaning to read it. Maybe I should even like. I should do ebooks, but I love a print book, man.
Oh yeah, I think they're kind of short, the books. I bought one of them as an ebook, but like it's like the way that the main character is described at the beginning, like she's like walking everywhere with a book in hand, basically.
Yeah,
that was like almost literally me.
Yeah, no, me too.
Yeah.
I
know it's like it's I think I get like, so if I get into reading something, I get so hyper focused it like swallows up my whole life.
Yes,
and I'm
same.
like not sleeping enough at all, and like I have trouble getting my work done and all of that stuff, so I have to like be kind of careful with it.
Right.
And then then I get burnt out from it, and then I go like a while without reading
Mm-hmm.
at all.
Yeah.
I've been finding audiobooks kind of good for that. I know that like they don't work for everyone. And you know, I like some readers better than others, but if it's a good reader, then it keeps me on a normal pace instead of like tearing through something. And then I just listen to it when I'm in the car or working out or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah. Have either of you read anything good lately?
Yeah, I'm currently reading what the hell is it called? It's the books that Untamed was based on. So it's like the
Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation.
Yeah, those are really
Yes.
big these days, aren't they?
Sorry,
what?
They're really big lately. There's like
yeah,
a display for
definitely.
them at Barnes and Noble and stuff, which is really cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. And like, yeah, I got the latest book and been really enjoying it. And those are like the only like actual books that I've been able to read in a while. But like
I mean,
that series and the other ones from the same author. But like I'm just like, thank you, gay Chinese books, for getting me to read something.
I
That's
owe
not
you my
manga.
life.
Yes.
I'm literally a book. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I'm of the, and I'm very biased, but I'm like, comics and manga and stuff are real books too. But I do think it's important to also read like prose books and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
It's nice to get a mix.
There's a distinction, but they're all like valid and important.
Yes, for sure.
I've also been reading well, I'm trying to read I'm not like on the latest part of Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, because I like read it once before before the official translation. But like I'm buying all of it. But I know it's like kind of sad stuff.
They were also like, were they web novels first? So
yeah, they were.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for the head pat and watermelon.
And for a long time they didn't have like official translations, but now that the actual like official translations are being released, they have a lot removed a lot of the like fan translations from the internet.
I caught a little bit of wind of some drama about that and stuff. Since it's, you know, it's being published in English by a publisher that I also work with for manga and stuff. And there was a whole it seemed like a whole roller coaster of like, oh, they hired the fan translators, didn't they? Which is like very cool.
Yeah.
But then it seems like maybe they also either changed things afterward or like some fans weren't happy about something, which I guess is always the case. I don't know what it was, but
I think I don't know. I think I looked into this a little bit, and there was like at least something like something of a like mistranslation and like little small sections like missing from some of the like official releases.
Right.
But I'm not like clear. It wasn't like anything super big and impactful. Like I saw one actual mistranslation and some inconsistencies, and then the section that was removed. I don't know if it was removed like in an edit, because the original has been edited a lot by the author as well, or if it was like.
Well, I think that publisher has been in hot water in the past for removing sections of novels, so I think maybe at this point people are, if not like looking out for it, then at least like very quick to be like,
Right.
you know, I can't weigh in one way or another because I haven't read it or whatnot.
I can't
but
really say much either. This is based. What I know is based on somebody's Twitter thread that I was looking up because I like the translation, and then I was seeing people like saying that it's shit. Based on what I saw, the things were kind of minor, but I don't speak like any Chinese, so I couldn't really like actually weigh in on this.
Yeah, that's kind of another difficulty with translation discourse is that people really will call anything a mistranslation, and you know sometimes they're right, and I have made undeniably like errors in the past, like just now when I said undeniably error, but they'll also be like, oh well, it says this, but what you really said is this, and it's like, well, I guess like it's kind of, it's usually citing a different translation and not like, it's just a different interpretation of the same line. But sometimes
when it's like sometimes you need to say it in a different way
to
be like natural in a different language. People like, I've been on the other side of this issue, like it's part of what made me want to be a translator, because I was perceiving those things as like errors when I was younger, and I was like, I can do better. There was also like genuine stuff, like I was seeing fan translations that were bad, and I was like, I could do better. Like right now I could do better. But
also, hi Mila, thank you so much for the sub. I hope you're doing good. 13 months. So long. Wow.
Over a year.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Wolf says the problem with languages is there are often no direct translations and a lot is left for interpretation. Yeah, exactly. But not everyone kind of gets that. And I don't want to sound like I'm like these stupid fans saying whatever, because like it comes from, usually, sometimes it's just like bad faith bullshit, to be frank, but usually it just comes from a place of like, they want to make sure that what they're getting is accurate. There really is no way to like just a one-to-one direct translation that wouldn't just be like nonsense. So there's inevitably going to be choices, and some people would make different choices, and those choices are probably all valid, you know, unless there's like, again, if there's a mistake, then that's one thing, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, I kind of need to maybe get some more tea. the old T and B. So, would you guys mind if we take like a quick break?
Yeah, it's a good time for a quick break.
Yeah, it's been, you know, so. Yeah. All right, we will be right back.
BRB.
Try to make sure you're not listening to 2 songs. Okay, cool.
we're back.
Yay!
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Sorry, I did not mean to do that immediately, but somebody's echoing.
Oh.
Oh.
This must be on my end.
Maybe.
Oh, it was on my end. Okay.
All right.
I mean, chat, let me know if anything's weird about the audio, but yep, I think that was just me.
All right.
We're fine. We're good.
Okay. I've got more tea. Got a snack.
Nice.
And I fed my cats because I stood up from my computer around noon, so that means it is lunchtime for cats, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And they probably would have come in here and rioted if I just came back. Which I'm like, on the one hand, it'd be cute if you're like meowing in the background or whatever, but they're more likely to jump up on the desk and like walk in front of my webcam and stuff.
Oh yeah. Just jump on the computer, turn it off.
Oh my gosh.
One of my friends had that issue. I think she had to like put a bowl on top of her computer.
Oh no.
One of the cats kept jumping on it to turn it off, like landing on the power button.
Yeah, I used to have my my tower like on the floor, and once in a while Majora would lie on it and turn it off, but they don't do it now, and I have a tree in here to discourage them. Not that that ever works, but yeah.
The spot that's not allowed is always the best spot.
Yes, the forbidden spot.
I've seen some people get like second keyboards or like a fake laptop or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm like, they can tell which one it is that they are not supposed to use, and
yeah,
they will eventually use it. But yeah.
Did you guys replenish the same tea?
Yeah, I I just used the same tea bag and I just took a sip and was like, this is not very strong.
Savings.
I've been doing... Yeah. I've been doing a lot more like loose leaf tea lately. And that you can usually do a second steep, I feel like, and it is still good. But today I just grabbed like a tea bag and it's giving me nothing. But yeah.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's like
switch. Continue.
it's just warm, maybe slightly green tea flavored water, but that's still good.
It's an infusion.
I also just sorry.
Sorry, I keep like starting at the same time as you. I'm drinking like a herbal tea because the other one was like the packet. And it's like got nettles, pine needles, cranberries, and like some part of a spruce tree in it. Like that's the contents, I think.
That sounds nice, I think. Sounds very green.
It's pretty good, but it's like it has the issue of like not giving out enough flavor. I think maybe my water's not warm enough because it's from like a thing that's like it like dispenses water from the top. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a different kind of heater, and I don't think it gives out like 100 degrees water, like boiling water.
Right.
Temperature.
That is a convenient feature of Celsius, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think my water is hot enough either, so that's probably also the issue. But in my case, I was just impatient, and I was like, I did not wait for it to be boiling.
I'm gonna reset my model real quick.
Okay.
Because it's passing out.
Holding
Just a
very
little-
still. Yeah, well,
Okay. I
I'm
think we're...
totally converted to loose leaf tea, just about.
Mm.
And yeah, sometimes the first steep is too strong if you let it steep for too long.
Right. I like loose leaf tea a lot too, but then it's like an ADHD issue for me. 'Cause
Mhm.
at some point I'll definitely leave the thing out for too long.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
What
then
would you
there's...
call it? Like it's not a bag, it's like a metal thing that I have.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I keep not being able to come up with English words, so I'm like, this is my first language, it's bad. What the hell do you even call it? A tea strainer? A
Maybe.
little tea contraption.
Yes, tea contraption is a good...
I will
Mhm.
leave the contraption out for too long with the leaf in it.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Same with like coffee. That's why I usually drink instant coffee.
Mhm. Yeah, I leave the like little I feel like I use this word often enough that I should be remembering what you call them now. I have like quite a few of them, and I'll leave it out for like a day or two. And Mr. Melon's like, "Why are you just leaving tea everywhere?" And I'm like, "I was gonna steep that again."
Yeah.
Eventually, once it's been like more than 24 hours, probably I should just toss it.
Yeah.
No, it gets better with age, like wine.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm aging it.
Yes. I didn't actually even get more tea because I actually already drank like a whole teapot worth of tea, like 2.5 cups of tea, so, or mugs or whatever. So I was like, I guess that's good good for
Yeah.
now. I'll just have some water.
That's probably enough caffeine for like 6 p.m.
Yeah. I mean, I'm probably going to drink some Pepsi later on.
Pepsi.
But yeah, I don't want to get like a tummy ache or something from drinking too much tea.
Is it normal to like drink a lot of, because you said you drink a lot of hot coffee, right? Do you drink it in the evenings also?
I think it's like a thing of it depends on the person, because my mom has like a hard line of like I think 4 p.m. Like after 4 p.m. she doesn't drink any coffee. But me and like my mom's mom are both in the camp where we'll just like if we want to have a coffee at 8 p.m. we'll have a coffee at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And usually for me it's like I think it's kind of fine because caffeine can even make me like relax and be able to sleep sometimes.
Yeah.
I think it's because it's a stimulant and I have ADHD. I have no idea.
Yeah. I think
For me it works that way.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't like agitate my body very much.
I yesterday I had like an energy drink. Well, half of an energy drink at like 10 to 11 p.m.
Oh my goodness.
and I went to sleep at like 1 or 2 or something, I guess. But Melon.
Thank
Melon.
I will water.
Yeah, it doesn't affect me too much, so.
Yeah, I don't really drink caffeine after like 5 p.m. The other night we got Thai food and we got Thai iced tea with it for dinner. And then we were both like really awake and having a hard time falling
Oh
asleep, but I think it might have.
Oh no.
I feel like it might be partly like a psychosomatic thing, like, oh, I drank the caffeine thing and now I'm awake. But
Right.
am I?
It is. I think. Well, it's like I think it's been studied that it like does affect you for a long time after you drink it.
Gotcha.
And like that's why you shouldn't generally drink it like late in the evening and that kind of stuff. Like, I mean, I read an article in a newspaper about this recently. Like, that's the extent of what I know. But I'll still do it sometimes. It's not a big deal for me. But also, I go to sleep really late, so who knows?
Right.
Yeah.
That's the other key thing. I go to bed at like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Most nights.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It might change a little in the summer when Mr. Melon is not, waking up at like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
For me, I try to go to sleep around midnight, but lately it's like often it takes until. Oh boy, my model is really going well. Anyway, yeah, often it takes like until.
It's all the caffeine.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like until like 2 a.m. or later because I've been reading. So yeah, reading is not great for.
Yeah.
for
Oh my
sleep.
gosh. They say that like, you should read before bed to wind down and go to sleep, and maybe that is better than TV, at least for some people. But I also, for me, it's like, I'll either get caught up in it and stay up later to read, or I'll like go to bed and then just lie awake thinking about it.
Yeah, for sure. It's always like for me it's always been like I'll just stay up if I read, unless it's like really boring, because I have this like funny Facebook fails website, which is really cringe. But if I can't listen to a podcast to fall asleep, I'll read stories from this Facebook fails page. It's like really repetitive and kind of boring, but like it kind of holds my interest, so it'll help me get to that like sleepy mood.
Yeah.
But if I'm reading like a book, like even I think I've like lost a lot of brain cells that way, because even when I was like very young, I would stay up really late reading because I just got so sucked into it.
Yeah.
Was it fully like, under the blankets with a flashlight level?
Kind of. Or like my parents' bedroom was like upstairs, and mine was downstairs. So I developed like very keen hearing for their footsteps when they would come look.
It's a superpower. Slime says, my mom read before bed, for years, and now reading puts her to sleep even when she doesn't want to.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I could see that. I'm like, I wish it made me sleepier. Maybe. But then I couldn't. I don't. During the day, unless I'm like really in the middle of a book and I'm like, I need to know how this ends like right now. I have a weird sort of like, daytime is for like computer and video game. And then like before bed is for reading, which is, silly. But
I don't know. I think it's like nice to have some sort of like mental structure for these things.
Yeah, I think there's just like a slight something about sitting and reading a book like during the day that my brain is like, no, we should be working. But like less so if I'm doing a game or something. I'm not sure what's up with that. Probably my brain's like, we need to be looking at a screen, which I'm gonna go ahead and not examine right now. I'm going camping. It'll reset. It'll be fine.
Yeah. File that for later. I
yeah.
actually like have a slightly similar problem to Slime Gigi's mom, because I had a long period of time where I used to like think about my D&D character before bed, like my D&D character and his husband, and I would basically just daydream about them before going to bed. And then at one point I was like driving somewhere and I was bored and I was like,
Oh,
I
no.
know, I'll think about my character and I'll get myself entertained
Oh my
that way.
goodness.
But I just started to feel
Oh, no.
sleepy because I had used it to fall asleep for so long. But
Oh no. What a way to go out, though.
yeah.
She thought too hard about D&D characters
Yeah.
and fell asleep. I'm glad you did not fall asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, well, not that time. I have fallen asleep in the wheel a bunch
Oh,
of
no.
times, but never died yet. So
Please don't die in the future.
Oh my
either.
gosh.
yeah, hopefully
Yeah.
not. Yeah, for me, driving is like, especially if it's like a warm day and the car doesn't have like proper air conditioning and stuff. I get sleepy really easily because it's somehow like driving is so like repetitive in a way and like sort of automatic in many ways.
Yeah, you like get into the zone.
Yeah, so on longer drives, I've had a few times when I've actually fallen asleep
Oh my
at
gosh.
the wheel, but luckily like not for a while now. Well, last time was like last summer, so.
Ah.
But yeah, I try not to go on long drives alone if I can like help it. Because if I'm like talking to someone, I'm not gonna like fall asleep while I'm having a conversation. So yeah, that helps, and also having like something to drink and maybe some snacks. That's also helpful. But yeah, yeah, it's just I don't know. It just being in a car puts me to sleep easily. Me and Huhu were on a trip a few days ago, and since another friend of ours was also there, she took the like shotgun seat, and I was in the back. And I was like, "Do you guys mind if I take a little nap?" And then I just sort of curled on the back seat, and I slept the whole way.
Halla slept the whole way there and the whole way back.
Yeah, like, I think it was like over 3 hours in total, almost. Yeah, like 3 to almost 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, "Oh, we're there, cool." Teleportation.
You know, there are worse skills.
Yeah.
At least when you're a passenger.
Yes. When I'm driving, it's a bit of a problem, but
yeah, that's
otherwise good.
That seems very scary to me. But
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe it's different. Maybe the roads aren't as dangerous as they are in.
I mean, it is dangerous for sure, but like luckily nothing has happened yet. It's been like I fall asleep for like a second and then I wake up.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and hopefully you're like developing the like skills to
watch
out for when it's like might happen, and like
getting
getting the tools to prevent it as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely trying to aim for that, and probably like it. Before last summer, it had been a longer while, like a few years, since I last fell asleep on the wheel.
Alright,
so,
that's not so bad.
Yeah, it's. But yeah, last time I was really like grateful because I don't know if you have this in the melon forest, the roads of the melon forest, but here so they sometimes have these little like bumps on the like the sides of the
like
road
the
and
sides,
also like
yeah.
middle line as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Like if you go
Yeah.
over it, it goes like a drrrr.
yeah, like
Yeah, we have that in at least like highways and
Mhm.
stuff, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
last
that would
time
probably
I
help, yeah.
yeah, last
Mm.
time I got woken up by that, and I was really grateful someone
Mhm.
came up with those. I was like, thank you, whoever did
Yeah.
this. But yeah,
Yeah.
I try to avoid driving alone for long periods of time if I can help it. But sometimes
Mhm.
there's just something that like I have to do, and then I just try my best to avoid getting sleepy.
Mhm. Yeah, I've only been driving for a year or two, so I think I'm not like I don't have as much of a automatic like
Right. Yeah.
habit of it, so I'm usually more in like hyper focusing on the driving to the point where I
Yeah.
don't like to do a long trip, at least not both ways, because like brain hurty afterward.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But I do, you know, that's when I listen to audiobooks, and I'm actually looking forward to driving to girl camp and working on my extremely long fantasy audiobook that I'm listening to.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, do you wanna reveal what it is, or is it private?
No, yeah. It's called The Priory of the Orange Tree. By
Haven't
Samantha
heard of it.
Shannon. It's actually like a it's a, you know, sort of epic fantasy with a sapphic romance. And a lot of like queer characters, but like it's really well done and it's really good so far, but it's just like so long. I've been meaning to read it for years, and whenever I look at the book, I'm like, ub. Hey S, I heard sapphic romance. Yes, it's so slow burn that for the first 100 pages I wasn't even sure who it was gonna be between.
Oh my goodness.
And now I have an inkling, but weird. There's hints, but yeah, so it's like I couldn't tell you how many pages, but it's like a 26-hour which is definitely the longest audiobook I've ever listened to.
Yeah, that sounds really good though. I think I'll like
Yeah,
write it down for my
I'm like
summer read.
reluctant to recommend it to anyone just because it's so long, but now that I'm listening to it, I'm like, this is really good and I would love for someone to read it.
Yeah, I think with that kind of length, I would definitely like read it and not listen to it personally.
Yes,
I do like audiobooks a lot, but I would like them more if I could switch between like audio and reading.
Yeah, I've tried to do that, but it's super annoying, at least in the direction of how do I like if you're listening to it and then you go to read it for a bit, it's easy to flip through and figure out where you are. But if you're reading and then you're going back to the audiobook, it's really annoying to figure out where you left off unless you like make sure to end at the end of a chapter or something. But yeah, there's like dragons and there's like conflict between the East and the West and like several POV characters and good shit. I'm reluctant to call anything like sort of Lord of the Rings vibes, but it feels like it's actually pulling that off and doing its own thing instead of like it's Lord of the Rings, but it's gay now. It's like better. I mean, first of all, Lord of the Rings was already gay. I think we can all agree. But you know, yeah, I was even thinking about either buying it or maybe I can get it from the library before this weekend so that I could really slam through it. But then I'm also like, it's like, I'm gonna check. It is, tell me, Evil River website, 848 pages.
That's really long.
It's
That's
a
a
lot of pages.
chunker.
That's so many pages. Yeah, so it's taken me a couple years to get around to reading
Yeah,
it.
no wonder.
It is described as an epic feminist fantasy perfect for fans of Game of Thrones. And I'm not a fan of Game of
Wow.
Thrones, but I'm enjoying this one. Also, it's at least relatively standalone. I think she put out a prequel afterwards, but part of why I held off on reading it was because I was like, if there's 2 more of these, like, giant bricks, I'm never gonna be able to read that. But if it's just the one, I'll manage eventually.
Just one. Yeah.
I did the same mistake where I glanced at my email and I'm like, I have a work email. That's for later.
No.
That's a later problem. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, sorry. So have y'all been watching any anime lately?
Anime. I haven't been watching a lot,
Hmm.
but with the list that you like sent us, you did remind me that I did watch Yashahime. Like I finished it.
Nice.
And I
Is it
really
like
loved
over?
Yeah, it's over. I'm pretty sure there's not gonna be any more of it. There's like a manga, but I think the anime is totally finished. 2 seasons, and I don't know if I can recommend it to anyone. But it was like perfect for me.
I get
Because
that.
I was like, I was really into Inuyasha as a small, young, I don't know, when I was like, what would I have been? 13, 14, that kind of age.
Yeah.
And I had a role-playing game with my, or like, I don't know, I don't think we can call it a game. I was just role-playing with my friends as characters who were like the descendants of Inuyasha. And all the guys, and then the show is that exact same concept.
Right.
And it's like, even like, it's not the sons, it's the daughters. And I'm like so happy about it.
That is so great.
It has problematic kind of problematic beginnings, because 2 of the main characters, they're like twin sisters, and they are the children of Sesshomaru and Rin.
Yeah.
And in the original, when
Rin was like,
Sesshomaru met Rin, and apparently according to the promotional materials for Yashahime as well, he also like fell in love with her then, and she was like 6 or 7.
Oh, that's even younger than I remembered.
It's really bad.
Rip.
So there's like a lot of discourse about this.
Mhm.
And yeah, like it's just bad. They made her like 18 in the show, I think. Like that she was like of age when she had the children, but like, canonically it wouldn't have been possible, because she was like 6 a few years ago in canon. Anyway, it's fucked up.
I was I watched the first season. I fell off during the half season, but I mean the second season, but maybe I'll finish it. But yeah, I remember the first couple weeks we were all like crossing our fingers, like maybe Rin's not their mom. Maybe it's someone else. No, yeah, it's totally her. Okay.
Yeah.
As a big Sesshomaru fangirl in my youth, it was like finding out that your ex is like a total creep. And I was like, how could he do this?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just something that I'm like kind of putting aside, and I'm like,
yeah, I
acknowledging
mean,
it,
you know,
but like I'm enjoying the show for what it is. It doesn't center that relationship,
right? Because he's also
although
like totally absent.
Yeah, it does get portrayed like a little bit later on, but like not from the past.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's fucked up, but the other parts of the show are really good because it's like a shonen with
Yeah.
like the
And all three
young
of them are
girls.
so good.
Yeah, and they just get to fight, and they're I don't know, and it
Yeah.
makes me so happy that one of them's like the like Tova is such a like a tomboy, like genuinely she's just more masculine, and it's like treated as that's how she is naturally, and
Yeah.
she's gonna be like that, and nobody's gonna try to change that.
Yay.
And it just brings me so much joy.
Yeah, I appreciated that too, because it's not, at least from what I saw, it's not like, oh, but secretly she wants to be girly. She's just like, what do you fucking mean I have to wear a skirt? Like, no.
Yeah, for sure. Like, at the beginning, they make a joke about, but don't you really, I know, really, deep down inside, you just want to be girly and dress up sweetly and all that stuff. And she's like, no, I don't. You're wrong. and it does like stay that way until the very end.
We love to see it.
Spoiler. Yeah, but it makes me really, really happy.
That's really nice.
I don't know. I just think it's so rare that like in these fighting kind of series, especially, that the female characters get treated nicely and like respectfully, and they get to be powerful and all that kind of stuff.
That's really nice.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't know, I was so into it. I was like crying at the end and all that stuff. And
I'll have to finish watching it then. Because I think I also have enough like nostalgia for Inuyasha. I didn't have an RP, but I might have had a fanfic notebook. We don't know. Who could say? Who could say if I had a self-insert character? Nobody knows, but
nobody knows
if I did. S, that is so true. We love to see like a sort of masculine girl or woman who is not doing an about face at the end, or like made to do that, or like then she meets a boy and she, yeah. So that's good to hear. I'll have to watch the rest.
I hope you like it if you do end up finishing it.
I remember like
really
sorry.
Weird. The plot was really weird and like hard to follow, and I don't know that it made a lot of sense, but like the emotional beats worked for me. So that's where we are.
I think I fell off partly because like it felt like the pacing of the plot stuff was a little weird in that it's a lot of like Monster of the Week episodes, and then it's like, oh, and here's the plot. But then again, I was like, actually, I think Inuyasha was exactly like this. So, maybe it's an accurate successor. Also, I kind of liked the sort of howl-ass guy whose name I forgot. Riku?
Oh yeah, Riku. I think
I kind of liked him.
Was it the pirate on land or something? Was what they called it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked him as well. I grew to like him.
And
I
I
like
love a pirate.
I liked the big
That's-
bad guy as well. I think he was cool and fun.
Mhm.
I don't remember his name.
I don't remember if I even... Oh, no, I did, yeah, because
Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
wavy-haired, like, cute big yokai who's like the same generation as Inuyasha and Shomaru's dad.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, and was kind of like, I have a grudge against either their dad or whomever,
Yeah.
and now it's your problem, which feels,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, correct.
Ah,
Hi,
hello,
Isa Orc.
Hello,
They-
hello.
Your eyes do not deceive you.
Yes.
We are here.
They,
are here.
they're real.
Confirmed.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my head's just full of Inuyasha now.
Yeah. I
Um,
never really like got super into Inuyasha when I was younger, so I haven't watched Yasha either. I liked Ranma a lot. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I just never ended up watching or reading it. I've read like one volume from the middle of the
Mhm.
series or something, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I have a distinct memory of, like, I think my aunt took me to the bookstore when I was a young melon and, like, was like, oh, I'll buy a book for you. So, of course, I zipped to the manga section and, like,
Yeah.
offered up, I think, the next volume of Ranma that I didn't have. And she kind of, like, flipped through it and, like, her eyes got very big and she was like, maybe ask your parents about this one.
Oh no.
Yeah.
There was so much,
Yeah,
you know.
Ranma is often pity out, so...
Mhm.
Yeah.
It'd be fun if Ranma got sort of the Yashahime treatment. I wonder if, you know, maybe it wouldn't hold up in that way. But I'm
Yeah.
like, you could do a fun thing with, like, I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess that Ranma and Akane wound up together. And if they had a if they had a kid who, like, you know, gender, but also
I would like that. I think that would be interesting. I could do like a well actually on the ending there, but I don't know if you guys want that.
I didn't actually finish it.
Yeah, I never finished it either.
I don't think it's like huge spoilers because it's like from the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Is it okay if I like tell about the ending?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, it's
with
fine
that.
with me. Chat, block your ears if you don't want spoilers on brand new hot title Ranma 1/2.
Yeah. But like it ends like ambiguously. Like they're like planning a big wedding and then it never goes through. So like it could go either way. It's like kind of a like they return to status quo ending, which I think a lot of people hated. I liked it as a kid because I was like, I just want them. I just like this. I want this to go on.
Yeah. More of this, please.
More of this, please. But yeah, it doesn't have like a conclusion, which maybe I would be more on team conclusion nowadays as an adult. But like, I think that's not what that series was about anyway. It was like very much like a comedy and like that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but
it can be nice when a series like that doesn't end with like, and then they got together and presumably had babies, because that does always make it feel like, because isn't that everybody's end goal?
Yeah.
So, you know, I appreciate it.
Like, yeah,
but then I also get that some people are like, but I wanted, you know. Especially if it's got like a very central romance and people really want to see them get together.
I I think it helps that in Ranma, I don't know that it's such a good relationship. Like,
yeah.
I definitely I like reread some of Inuyasha like a while back, but I haven't like fully reread it. But at the beginning, like I actually ship Inuyasha and Kagome. I didn't think I would feel that way, but it's really sweet. Like the relationship is really sweet at the beginning. Like then it gets like fucked up when raw stuff comes up, but yeah, it's like a really good relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, they kind of like look out for each other and stuff.
Yeah.
Back when it was first airing, I remember, at least on US TV, it was sort of a proto meme where they would have sort of ads for it that was just the two of them doing like Inuyasha Kagome, Inuyasha Kagome. So at the time, I feel like I was like, oh, they're so fucking annoying. But I bet if I went back and read it now, I'd be like, oh.
Yeah, I've definitely seen like those. I don't know. It could have even been those ads, but I saw like edits like that on YouTube of it.
Yeah.
But I
like
guess it's less annoying if you're reading it as opposed to watching the whole anime.
This is also fair, yeah. I kind of wanted to watch at least like the final act where they adapted the last arc of it. Because I remember I used to watch it again like on TV, and I don't think I saw how it ended, but I heard that the ending of the however many, it was at least 100 episodes, right? And I think the ending was just like they gave up because the manga wasn't over, and they were just like, we'll get that Naraku someday, which is like,
Oh yeah.
You hate to see it.
For sure.
Also, it's lovely to see you too, Isork. Like, sorry, very late reaction.
Yes.
Yes. Same.
It's still true.
Yes.
But yeah.
I just I actually had one anime I had wanted to like mention to you guys. I haven't watched a lot lately, but like a couple months back or something like that, I watched Cool Doji Danshi, and
oh
that was
my
really
god.
fun. I really liked it. I never finished it because it was still ongoing back then. It might have been more than a couple of months. But anyway, but it was still ongoing, so I still haven't watched like the last few episodes of season 1. But I really liked it because I was like, these boys totally have ADHD. Like, it's not explicitly stated, but I'm just like, yes, this is about boys who have ADHD.
Oh my god, yes. I watched that too, and I was I've been like telling everybody about it, and I think because usually I'm so like girl brain, like that when I'm like, oh, but this boy show is also really cute, they're like, okay. But I'm like, someone please appreciate my boys.
Yeah, they're very good boys.
I would totally recommend finishing it because my best boy comes in the second half.
Oh, I think the like writer. Yeah, I think I saw him in like 1 or 2 episodes before. So yeah, I need to finish watching it. Maybe I'll do that tonight because
it's so nice and short, which is very ADHD friendly.
Yes,
which is appropriate.
It's like 5-minute ones.
No, it's like
it's like 12, 10 to 12, right?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the episodes were they were a little shorter than. usual. But yeah, I
They're
really
definitely
liked
under
it.
15.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you also liked it.
Yeah.
It's so
I
good.
read it.
And it like really got me in the feelings at some points because it's like they don't say it, but them boys are neurodivergent and
Yes. Yes.
and it's treated as, you know, like a charming thing, and they sort of learn to like that about themselves. And I was like, so it's okay that I knocked over my drink 3 times while watching this? Like,
yeah, like, yeah, definitely. Like, it was really nice to watch it, and yeah, I do want to finish it. I like, for me, it just like, if a series is like ongoing, then like I don't remember, like I'm probably not gonna remember to watch it every week, and then often like it can happen that I just forget to watch the rest of it, because like once it's out of sight, it's out of mind, and I don't remember that I never finished it. But yeah, now maybe I'll remember to finish it today.
Please do, and then message me about it.
Yeah.
Because it also had like some really sweet messages about like art and stuff with the photographer character and all that. Who I also really love. But
yeah.
plus, I think it's refreshing. Nice. I'm sorry, you totally opened up a can of cute boys. Because most of them are also like at least in college. There's one high school student, but the rest of them are grown-ass adults, and we love to see that also.
Yeah, definitely.
Aside from, I'm like... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just about to say that it's always so nice when anime has like older than high school characters.
Yeah, like... Yeah, I think by necessity, obviously, I'll still watch a high school show, because a lot of it is, but it's much easier to relate to if they are even just in college. Like, any older is always a big plus. I was just gonna say it would be weird, at least in the States, for these adult dudes to be friends with like a high school student, but it's you know, it's very wholesome and good. I mean, I have my ships from the show also, but
that's important. I bought some like BL manga when I visited Helsinki a few days ago, and I ended up like I just picked something based on the cover. I was like, this one gives me good vibes, and I ended up picking one that has like 2 adult guys. They're like, I think like over 30 years old, and I was like, yes, adult yaoi. But no, it's like a very sweet manga where they cook and bake. And I don't actually like cooking manga that much, but I have like, relative to how little I kind of like the cooking portions, I have quite a lot of it, because one of my favorite authors does a lot of like cooking manga. And then this one was, I feel like this one was definitely inspired by the works of that author, Fumi Yoshinaga.
Yeah, that was gonna be my guess. I was like, is it, what did you eat yesterday?
Yeah, that's and she's made like other ones as well, like Antique Bakery and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, this one was like, I don't remember the author, but I was like, this one's definitely inspired by like what did you eat yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
And the other one, I was actually pleasantly surprised that the characters were in university, because based on the cover they could have been like high school
Mhm.
students. They were wearing like casual clothing. Well, I think one of the characters is maybe like high school, like last year of high school, but the other is university student. So so I was like, yes, score! It's not like a high school manga. So
Yeah.
I managed to pick two mangas that weren't high school.
Your heart just knew instinctively.
Yes.
I'm actually translating a BL right now that is about adults. You know, I'm normally all about the Yuri, but it's about a sort of an elementary school teacher and the parent of one of his students who is actually his like first love from high school. And so he's like a single dad doing his best, and a really shy teacher. They're adults. It's really cute.
Oh, you gotta send me a link at some point once it's released, so I can buy it.
I will. I'm like, the first one should be coming out at some point soon this year.
Nice.
In August, I guess, in English.
Ooh.
Ho ho.
Looking forward
Ho,
to
ho,
that.
ho.
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't been into any gay manga, but I've just been reading my fan fiction about middle-aged men.
Yes.
Recently.
You're operating on a higher level here.
Halla got me into Disco Elysium.
Yeah.
and I
right.
got really into it.
Yeah, me too. It's so good. So
I've heard really good things about it.
Yeah,
it doesn't
I
look like my
recommend
usual thing, but you know, sometimes that is good.
Yeah.
If you wanna try something different, it's really good.
It has like
guess-
pretty like rough subject matters, like drugs and alcoholism and really bad mental health problems and stuff like that, just like as a content warning. But it's
Good to know.
so good.
I think I'll make sure it's on my Steam wish list right later. Whoa, words. Oh, my endless Steam wish list. I bought 2 more games on sale like yesterday. And I haven't done a game stream in like I guess I did unpacking with Taishi a couple weeks ago. But before that I hadn't done it in maybe months.
I haven't done one for a while either.
It's weird. It feels like it's just like I don't have enough energy for anything ever, but I feel like I specifically don't have the right kind of energy to do it lately. Which is partly why I wanted to start doing these like chat collabs, because I'm like, then we don't have to figure out what to play. We can just chill.
Yeah.
But I was going to do a game stream on Friday. I guess I still could. I forgot that this week is also Summer Games Done Quick. The speedrunning event. It sounds like you guys know what it is, but if anyone in chat is not familiar, it's like a week-long speedrunning event for charity. And Mr. Melon and I watch it every year, and we get together with friends on the Sunday that it starts. We call it game day.
Nice.
And we make like typical American football snacks and stuff, and it's, you know, it's very
so
silly,
cute.
but
that's really
it's a
nice.
tradition. So Mr. Melon was thinking of taking Friday off so we could just watch it, and I was like, oh, then I don't really know if I can. I might have to delay my stream. But no, it sounds like he might have to chaperone a field trip, so
Oh my.
I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I was thinking of moving it to tomorrow, because the schedule is maybe more exciting on Friday, but I'm like, probably also at some point I have to work. Probably I should put some work in there. Somewhere in that schedule.
Sometimes one has to work.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Sad but true.
Mm.
I might bring back work streams soon. I took a little break from them, partly because I realized it was like all I was doing for streaming, and I was like, this is not why I started streaming. Wait a minute. But it's nice once in a while, you know.
Yeah, and it can be helpful if you're like, for me at least, when I've done like a few, and it can help me when I'm like having a lot of trouble like getting started with work.
Yeah.
Or yeah, because I struggle a lot with like motivation with work.
Yeah.
And I like push the work until like really late at night, and then do it. And sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't. So if I want to get stuff done earlier in the day, it's like helpful to have something like streaming to like kickstart it.
Yeah, that's why I started doing Pomodoro Fridays, because Monday and Fridays are the days that my brain is like, but weekend. So sometimes having it, you know, as a stream. Also, like, I think you also maybe do Pomodoro sometimes? But sometimes I just wander off when it's, like, the break. So if I'm streaming, I'm less inclined to disappear for an hour on my 5-minute break.
Yeah.
Because I suddenly found 45 things to do.
It definitely has its risks with ADHD.
Yeah.
Like Pomodoro. Because if you're like really getting into the work, then it like cuts it off.
Yeah.
I have found it helpful. I tried Pomo Farm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's been helpful when I want to get stuff done and I'm having trouble with that.
Sorry, I had to step away for 1 second. My cat is having a moment. I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna leave you guys on so you can talk if you want. I'll be right back.
Cat moment.
Yes. Well, at least we can say that's nice to hear, Chalop. That's Thank you.
Thank you.
We're glad you're here, chilling out with us.
I would love to have a cat to disturb my streams.
I would like to have a dog to disturb my streams. My lizard, my pet lizard, doesn't really do that.
It would be a little bit hard for him, I guess.
Yes, he's in the other room as well.
Yeah.
I guess if he was in the same room and like scuttled fast enough, I might hear him and get distracted, but no, he's in the living room, so
yeah. I've seen people who have like cat cam, and I love to see it.
Yeah. I should set up like lizard cam, and then people could just look at the lizard who's like completely still and wonder if it's just a photo.
Staring at the wall for like hours on end.
Yeah. Maybe someday.
Maybe someday.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
We're good.
Nice.
Okay, that's excellent.
I was we're all good.
What was the cat up to?
I smelled something from the office, and I just wanted to make sure that it happened where it was supposed to happen. Which it did. So
That's good.
That's
yeah.
Good. Very good.
Sorry for that information, but
No.
It's fine.
it happens.
Yes.
The joys of cat ownership.
Yeah. We were talking about how Halla's lizard doesn't really get to disturb streams.
Yes.
What kind of lizard do you have?
Bearded dragon.
Oh.
He's called Smaug, and
Nice.
he's kind of red colored, like a brownishy, reddish color.
Can you send me a picture later?
Yes, I will. He's kind of like scrawny, small, and stupid, but I love him anyway.
He's a cute little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like telling or chatting with Huhu while we were gone, like that if I had like a lizard cam, it wouldn't be very exciting.
I was just thinking that you could, because like, at least, you know, I can't really have a cat cam because they don't consistently stay in one place.
Yeah.
Yeah. And lizard can only go so far.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe someday I'll set it up.
Yeah. I have a couple of IRL friends who have a bearded dragon. And her name is Buttercup?
Oh my god.
I'm like, they have one other reptile and I'm blanking on. So I might be conflating them, but I think they like take her out once in a while and let her like scoot around.
That's nice.
And they were saying that they left the... Again, I could be thinking of a different reptile. I'm pretty sure it's a bearded dragon. But I guess they accidentally left the cage open the other day. And found her just like sticking out from under the bed where the box of her food, like the roaches that she eats, is kept. Just like face completely smushed against the lid, like my food is in here.
That's so nice. That's so cute. I used to like try letting Smaug roam around the apartment sometimes, but like he would just go like sort of either go like under the bed or he would just like go sort of try to climb against the wall and he would, I think he was like stressed out. He didn't look super like happy to be out, so I don't really do that anymore. Although like I think like maybe like usually people like to let them out sometimes, but I think at least back when I sometimes did it just seemed that he wasn't really enjoying it, so
I feel like some pets are not ambitious about leaving their enclosure. Or in my cat's cases, luckily they're not really they don't try to get outside. Like I'm careful about it, but
Smaug managed to like escape his enclosure a couple of times because I had like fake plants stuck to the like walls and of the enclosure, and I think he somehow managed to climb up and somehow like it's kind of scary actually because it's quite a big drop from like the table to the floor.
Yeah.
At some point I just found him like like I saw that the enclosure was empty, and I like looked everywhere, and at some point I just found him like under the bed against the wall, and like when I tried to like fish him out, he just like hissed at me, and I was like so sad.
Oh no.
But like he didn't seem happy there, but he didn't want to like be taken away either.
Right.
But since then I've like lizard proofed the enclosure bear, so he hasn't been able to escape for a fairly long time.
Maybe he's
That's
realized he doesn't actually want to get out.
Maybe, yeah. That could be.
Yeah, it's possible the corner was just the safest seeming spot in the big scary outside world.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe if he could have, he would have just like scooted right back into the.
Maybe.
But I'm guessing he couldn't get back up to get into his thing.
No.
Yeah.
They can climb, but they're not super great at it. So sometimes they, even if because they like to have stuff to climb on in their enclosures, but sometimes they will try to climb and just like fall down.
Oh
No.
So, yeah.
Yeah, even the cats, cats are supposed to be very graceful and always land on their feet and stuff, but sometimes when they're running around, I'll see one of them like misjudge a jump or something and just like totally eat it, and then they get like super embarrassed or like try to play it off like it was on purpose. Like, actually, I didn't want to go on that table. I just changed my mind in the middle of the jump, and now I'm going over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here. Move on.
Yeah.
Reptiles are so neat, though. I didn't know as much until my friends started keeping. They now call one of their rooms the reptile room.
Oh.
They have like a bearded dragon, a snake that they adopted from another friend who had to rehome her, and I forget the other one. Another little guy. But they're really cute and really weird.
Yeah, I like them so much. I'm not sure if I'm not gonna get another one like once Smaug passes away at some point, because I'm having a little bit of trouble like taking care of him sometimes. Like he doesn't always get like all of the nutrition that he needs.
Yeah.
I sometimes I just forget to feed him like because he doesn't say anything like a dog or a cat would be like, hey, it's food time, and like you can't really forget to feed them, but with like a lizard,
would not allow
it's
it.
just like they're not gonna they're just gonna
he's not gonna knock on the glass and be like, excuse me.
Yeah. So for that reason, like it's maybe not the best pet for me with my like challenges, but also like I think I'm taking a way better care of him than some other people would, because because you do need to have like very specific stuff,
like temperatures and stuff.
Yeah, temperatures and like UV lamps and stuff, and and like yeah, and a lot of people have them on sand, but you're not really supposed to have them on sand and stuff, because they're desert lizards, but they're from Australia, so like the deserts in Australia aren't like sandy deserts. So
they're like leafier.
yeah, it's more like tightly packed earth and stone and stuff there.
Hi, Felix. Thank you.
But yeah, but then a lot of like pet stores sell sand with like a bearded dragon's image on it and stuff. But they can eat this sand and it can be bad for their health. So like I did look into it a lot, like what kind of care they need. So in that way, I am taking very good care of my lizard, but it's more like that. It still makes me feel really bad if I forget to feed my pet, even though like they're desert lizards, so they don't really mind. And sometimes like Smaug, he just decides like, I'm not gonna eat for a week, and he's just like, yeah, I'm just not gonna. And I'm like, well, okay then. But, like,
yeah,
so
I was gonna say
not
my
that bad, but
yeah, that doesn't seem, you know, once in a while like a huge deal. My friends also like she'll just decide that she doesn't want to eat or like doesn't want a particular thing, which must be stressful because it's harder to tell if something is wrong or if they're just being a lizard.
Yeah, because not eating can also be like a sign of that something being wrong. So yeah, but yeah, I'm kind of on the fence about whether I should get more reptiles as pets. At least I shouldn't get anything that's more challenging to take care of than a bearded dragon, because they're really like really chill and really easy to take care of once you've got the like stuff set up, like the enclosure and the lights and everything. So they were like pretty good for first time reptile owners. But yeah, I'm still a little bit on the fence, because I wanna, if I have a pet, I wanna take good care of them, and sometimes I haven't been able to. So yeah.
I mean, just the fact that you are thinking about that and concerned about it, I feel like still makes you a good pet owner. Because I do think there are people who don't.
Some, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, you know, and it's not necessarily because they don't care. I think people just have different awarenesses of like what animals might need or not need.
Yeah.
Like people who just no, I'm not gonna say that. It's controversial.
No, spill the tea. We're here for that.
You're right. It's we are here for the tea. I was just gonna say people who just let their cats out all the time. Especially who don't like think they need to feed them otherwise. But it's, you know. And like we have a couple of neighborhood like outdoor cats, and I love them because I love cats, but I'm also like always worried about them and also worried about like the local birds and stuff, because outdoor cats are really bad for bringing it back to I got into birding, and a big thing that that like folks who are into birds or like nature conservation are like very against outdoor cats, rightfully so, because they just like devastate the bird population, and they're usually not even doing it to eat, they're just like doing it for kicks.
Yeah, 'cause they're not native to a lot of places. Like, I don't know if they're native somewhere, because I've heard this argument in Finland. Obviously they're not native here, so they disturb the ecosystem, and I assume it's the same over there. Melonia Forest.
It is, but I think not everyone is aware of it. And
Yeah,
especially,
yeah.
like, if you grew up with an indoor or outdoor cat or whatever, and you just think that that is how you do cats. And they're like, oh, well, they're animals and they want to be outside, but they will live... You can ask my cats. They will live much longer and, comfier lives if they stay inside. And I think they kind of, you know, enjoy being, cozy and pampered, probably. At least in Majora's case, he's like, yeah, you can just bring my food to me. I don't want to go out there.
Yeah.
Castor's a little bit more like, I would definitely eat a bird if you gave me the chance. I'm like, you're not gonna... You're not getting that chance.
Yeah. It's definitely about just like giving them enough like activation. What would you call it? Like
Enrichment, I guess.
Yeah, like activity or
yeah.
You know, things to... That's true, yeah. If you play with them once in a while, that is
yeah.
perfectly good. And they'll probably be less inclined to try to bust out if they are like sufficiently entertained inside. But yeah, I'm like, I don't know everybody's circumstances and all that, but we have a local cat who lives across the way. It's like this huge orange cat, and I sort of assumed it was a tomcat because it's just like massive. And eventually we found out that she is a girl and her name is Baby.
Baby!
Which is really funny. She's like this big orange cat, and she like rules the neighborhood, and like I've seen her on a ton of porches, including my own, just like she owns the place, and it's really funny. But like she definitely also goes after like, you know, birds and squirrels and stuff, and I'm like, baby, cut that out. You don't even need that.
For sure.
But I guess she used to be a stray that the like, well, I wouldn't describe her as feral because she definitely comes up to you to get pet. But maybe the owner figures that since she already lived outside that she can't keep her inside. And I'm like, but you probably could though, but also, you know, I just moved in and I'm not gonna come up to your door and be like, keep your cat inside. People don't generally take kindly to that. But yeah, that's the tea.
That's the tea.
You heard it here first.
Yes.
I totally agree. I did used to live like in a small village where people used to definitely keep their cats outside as well. But like it's no good.
Yeah.
For the cats or for the nature around them.
Yeah. Like, and you know, don't like I'm sorry. I'm so emotionally invested, but I'm like, how do you not after like having even more than one cat that it's like, oh, and then she just like never came back. Like, wouldn't you maybe reconsider after that? But what do I know? I am but a humble melf. Who probably spoils my cats too much, but they have their share of entertainment, and they definitely enjoy watching the birds now that we are in a quieter neighborhood. I put a bird feeder out back. So big entertainment on cat TV. And for me also.
Yeah. It's so cute when cats like chitter at birds.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it's called, but like.
That's a good word for it, I'd say. That weird little noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, Castor will like stand on his back legs and like put his paws up on the window.
Oh.
And I'm like, yeah, you're one of these days, you're definitely gonna get him, buddy. But yeah, it's nice being a bit more well, not that I was ever not in nature, because magical forest, etc. But my current location is a bit more in nature than the previous place, and soon I will be extremely in nature because girl camp.
Yay, girl camp! Woo!
Can't wait to peep some birds and maybe read a massive fantasy novel. I should probably bring... Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just like, I should probably bring one of the books that I already own and have not read, instead of getting a copy of the book that I own in audio form but want to read faster because it's so long. Also, like, it's harder to keep track of characters and things when it's like a sprawling fantasy world, and I'm like, well, I don't have a map and I can't flip back to find out which character this is.
For sure.
But I'm rolling with it. It's like someone's just telling you an extremely long story. And eventually you're like, yeah, I think I've got the gist. But also maybe an 800-page book is not the the one to bring on a camping trip, but you know.
Who knows?
I'm driving.
But nature's definitely really like, I don't know, like last summer I was at the summer cottage for a week on my own. Like around a week, I think. And it's like like, not to sound like a, I don't know, a hippie or something, but like it's really actually like healing to be in nature.
Yeah.
And it's like scientifically proven and all of that.
Yeah.
But like you can just like sit and like, I don't know, look at the lake or look at the weather changing, like clouds, dark clouds rolling in and all that stuff, and it's like, I don't know, it's like you can, at least for me, I can like actually kind of be in the moment and feel like peaceful.
Yeah.
And it's so good. Like, I've been thinking about like maybe someday I can like move to a place where I have a little bit of that, because I've been living in the city and it's hard to get into nature there. Yeah, so I'm like even now I've been in the countryside and I'm still like really looking forward to going to the summer cottage and just like chilling.
Yeah. I'm also like, I'm gonna go visit Huhu's summer cottage in like a couple of weeks or something.
Nice.
Something like that. Week? Couple of weeks? I don't know.
2
Anyway.
weeks. I don't know, I think.
Couple of weeks. Yeah. But yeah, I'm also very excited. I'm like, yeah, nature! Here I come!
Yeah!
It's just, I've always, because my a lot of families in Finland own a summer cottage. So yeah, my family also owns one, and I'm like just super, like, when I go there I'm always like so happy. I'm just like, this is the stuff. This is the good stuff. And,
That's the dream for me, at least. When I was a young melon, we did have like, it was like my dad's second cousin or something had like a cottage on the lake, or I don't know if you'd call it a cottage, but basically on a lake in like Maine. And
Right.
we would go there every summer, and it was so nice and relaxing, and I feel like I've been like chasing that since then, because eventually I think they either sold it or we just like fell out of touch with that that relative or something.
Right.
But I'm like certainly having a summer cottage in America is a lot more of a luxury, I think.
Yeah.
There's, I live like I can drive 10 or 15 minutes and like get to a nice lake. So that is definitely really nice, and I'm lucky to be close enough for that. It would be really amazing to live like on a lake. And I did, when we were looking for houses, I was like, this is like the dream, but usually they are either really tiny because they're only meant to be used like for the summer, or they're just really expensive. And I think it's not inconceivable, at least out here, which is not as like not as much of a destination type of area. Like the neighboring areas kind of are. But this but at least for now I can pop out there. But yeah, I'm always like, I've tried to find like an Airbnb or something, but it is not the same. And also even the ones that are on a lake are obviously like expensive. But I guess I will. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I guess sooner or later I am gonna have to do as the magnet says. Go to Finland, as long as that's still cool.
Yes, definitely. Welcome.
I don't. If I can't get my passport in time this summer, then maybe if the offer's still on the table next summer, I will make sure, even if I have to abandon Mr. Melon, I'll be like, sorry, the magnet calls me, I have to go.
Yes, the nature.
Oh yeah, that reminds me, before, and probably we should wrap up soonish. We're coming up on 3 hours, I think. But I did want to show a picture of the melon doll that Halla made for me, and that's a tent. That's an Oreo. I thought I was being so smart by putting it on here ahead of time, but now I can't figure out where I put it.
We're just gonna find out what all images you have saved
live on stream. Oh, okay, here it is. It's currently on the melon shelf. I should have taken a picture of the. It's so great, and I still really love it.
I'm so glad.
I still don't even know how to thank you. It's so wonderful.
No, I just got into one of my crazy moods where I'm like, I'm just gonna make a freaking, doll, and then I did it, and I'm like, I did that. Cool. I'm never gonna do anything. No, I mean, I sometimes I just get these urges, I guess, the ADHD urge to create something, and
yeah, I feel you. I just finished making a comic, actually, for the first time in a really long time. And cool. I have that feeling of like, wow, I did that. Time to do nothing for a little while.
Yeah.
And then when I look back, even already, and that was like days ago, I'm like, where did that energy come from?
Yeah.
I want what she had.
Yes.
Oh, I do have a picture of the the melon shelf. I'll pop it on here. It's gonna be big because this I didn't prepare, but there she is.
There she is.
Whoa, big.
Big melon shelf.
Oh,
Oh, it's so cute.
Got a painting from a friend, and
Oh, that's so
my
nice.
little Pia Teki, and a friend of mine who makes like Ita bag stuff made me a little melon badge.
Oh,
So-
that's so cute.
It's my little shrine to myself, you know, like everybody has in their home office.
Yes,
you gotta
important.
have that.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, I really want to take more pictures of her and stuff, and I think now that I have
Yay.
a fenced-in backyard where I can take doll pictures in peace,
Yay.
that's definitely on my list.
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna be also like, it's nothing VTuber related, but I'm gonna be taking like pictures of my ball jointed doll once
Nice.
I get to the summer cottage.
Yay.
Like a good milieu for the character, because she's like a druid from a D&D campaign that I was in.
Nice. That's really cool. I always admired ball jointed dolls, so it's
They're really cool. I love them.
Yeah, I love them so much. It's like, as a hobby, it's not like, you can't say it's cool, because it's like kind of, I don't know, I always feel like it's always a little bit embarrassing to play with
I
dolls,
think it's
but I
cool,
love doing it. I
but
love it.
it's definitely
And I
like
admire people who are good at like all the
Yeah,
customization,
like
the
face-ups and
photography
stuff.
and all of that.
I remember when I was a wee melon again, like browsing on like Den of Angels or whatever, like the BJD boards, and admiring these like often very expensive dolls that I definitely could not have gotten at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so expensive. Like, I got my, I think I basically got my first ones with my parents' money, and like now I got a little bit back into the hobby, and I got like, most of the ones that I have are too cheap, so nobody like wants to buy them, even if I try to sell the old ones, the ones that I'm not like super fond of. I still got like the cheaper end of it. And now I'm like getting a few like more expensive ones, even though I probably kind of shouldn't, but they're my dream ones. So it's I'm gonna get one more basically, and then it should be done.
I feel like those are famous last words, but
yeah.
everyone's, you know, it's no different from any other hobby that people like budget and spend money on to make themselves happy, I think. I probably could spring for one at some point now, but the other day I spent what I would probably classify as BJD money on a new tattoo. So it's just which you know, fancy it's they're both pieces of art in a way. This one's just on my body instead.
Yeah, I love tattoos a lot as well.
Me
so.
too. I really want to get one, but I need to like time it right. It has to be in the like autumn or winter, because I need to be able to swim in the summer, or I will perish. I must swim.
Right.
The water spirit. I was like thinking of getting a nose piercing, but then I googled and it said you need to wait at least 2 months before swimming.
Oh no!
And it's gonna take like 6 months to heal completely.
Ooh.
And I was like, I cannot do this. I must wait. So yeah, maybe in the autumn, once the lakes are too cold to swim in.
It's good. Better not to get a tattoo in the summer anyway. Honestly, I'm pushing it a little bit even now. I wasn't thinking that it would be this like sunny already. And now I have to wear long sleeves out for at least the next week or two just to protect it. So I'm gonna be like very warm. But yeah, now that I think about it, I'm like, oh, was swimming on the list of possibilities for this weekend, I wonder. I meant to ask if I should bring a bathing suit, and now I'm like, wait, I did just get a tattoo. I'll just swim with one arm, like, out of the water at all times.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Arm's a good placement for that. It at least enables you to like wade in the water.
Yeah. It's kind of a double-edged sword in this case, because I was planning on getting it on, like, my, I don't know, like, I'm bad at anatomy. Bicep, tricep, upper arm area. And then, when we were looking at the stencil, I really liked how it looked on, like, my forearm. So I got it there. And that makes it very easy to, like, you know, keep it from getting wet in the shower or whatever. But it also means that a t-shirt does not cover it, and I have to...
Oh, yeah.
The other day we went for a walk on the rail trail, and I just, like, wore a long sleeve shirt, like, hanging off of one side. Because I was like, it's so warm, but the sun is really strong, and I don't want to damage my new tattoo.
Yeah.
Struggles that are entirely self-inflicted.
Yeah. But important.
Challenging time for sure to get a tattoo.
Yeah. At least, you know, it's better now than in July or something. I feel like I've done that also, but fall and winter is a better time anyway for protecting that tattoo.
Yeah.
And really, it's not like I should just go around letting myself get sunburned if I don't have a new tattoo to protect anyway. It motivates you to be more careful. But yeah. Sorry for a long ramble about myself, I feel like.
No, it was fun, it was good.
Yeah. I love to hear about tattoos.
Yeah, same.
I can show you later if you want.
Ooh, yes, absolutely.
But yeah, maybe it's about 3 hours now, so, and I'm like, I do technically have work to do eventually. So maybe we should wrap up. But this was really fun. It's so good to collab with you guys for and let's definitely do it again sooner than a year from now, which I kind of feel like I said last time. And then it was still like a year. But we'll see. I think
all we can do is try our best.
Yes.
Yeah. I've been trying to do a little better about at least like messaging people once in a while. It's always, you know, I feel like it's always pretty proportionate to how much work I have, whether I have energy to be social after. But
we were also talking about this earlier, like it's nice to like have friends where you don't need to like feel so much pressure to like also like be in constant communication, because it's like you can pick up where you left off.
Yeah, definitely.
A long while.
Yeah, I said to Huhu that like, oh, it's so nice that Honey asked about, you know, coming to Finland, because someone else might be like, oh, we haven't talked that much. Can I ask? But I was like, yes, good, thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad, because I was worried, but I was like, I feel like maybe they might. I think we might be on the same page about, you know, even if we don't always have time or energy to message all the
Yeah.
time. I was like, I still think of you guys as very dear friends.
Yeah.
And it would be lovely if we
Yeah.
could hang out. But I was also like, I did have that worry a little bit. I was like, is it a lot to be like, hey, it's been a year, right? Can I come to your house now?
No, but definitely I do feel the same way, and like
Yeah.
I'm really glad you asked about this, the collab and the travel and
Yay.
all of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Then I will try and, do that again at some point. Or, actually, I still don't know if it'll be possible this summer, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
And if not, as long as that's still true next summer, then
Mhm.
I will hit you up. But yeah, hopefully we can chat or play a game again sometime in the meantime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
we'll do like a Minecraft in Japanese for all time's sake
Yeah.
at some point.
That would be really
Yeah.
fun. I'm
know
pretty
a few
rusty
more
as well.
kanji and I also sort of know katakana now. So
Nice.
I might be
Let's
able to
do
read
it.
some of the, because I had my Minecraft in Japanese last time.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like my
totally forgot
Minecraft
that.
abilities are also gonna be rusty.
That's
Oh,
fine. We can learn again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to
Alright.
do any collab, also
Yeah.
in Japanese. So yeah.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
least once I'm back to a computer. So
Yes.
Right. Yeah, we could do another considerate or something too.
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, let's
Mm.
definitely do something like that.
Yeah.
Let's.
But also enjoy your summer cottage times, both of you really, eventually.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I will have my
Yes.
couple
The
days
camping.
anyway of girl
Yeah.
camp.
Yeah, girl camp. Woo.
Yeah.
If we
Enjoy
don't
nature.
end up being able to go abroad, I'm gonna maybe we can at least find some place to go here.
Yeah.
Ideally where I can look at a body of water of some kind, but
Yeah.
I feel like the
That's always
swimming
the
is
best.
not as just because I haven't done it in a long time, and also like lakes in the US, I'm like, lakes in Melonia Forest would obviously be magical and perfect, but lakes in the outside in the US, sometimes it's a bit of a it's not always clear whether they are like actually okay to swim in or not.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But whenever I do go swimming, I'm like, oh yeah, this rules and I should do it more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try to channel the water spirit.
Yeah.
Right, let's see. Shall we rate someone?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Do y'all have anyone who's I'm like, I have options, but there's too many.
I have my nepotism pick.
I was gonna maybe suggest it as well. Oh, they just started, so yeah, if they are just
cool.
starting, then we can absolutely do a nepotism.
We're gonna have a raid message or something.
Oh, you're right. We should do a special. What should it be
What are
then?
we gonna?
Nepotism.
Maybe we'll do like a tea party raid.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Is there a free emote that we can use? You can just use emoji, right? But
yeah.
I don't know how to make them exist. Here.
I don't remember the shortcut.
I think I used to have like a plugin. Oh, I still do. Oh no, there it went. Yeah, okay, here we go. objects. This is, no, it would be in food probably? Hot beverage. I want the teapot. Where'd the teapot go? I see boba. Sadly, I don't have boba though. Isn't there a search? Okay, there's a search. Here it is. Okay.
Yay!
Yay!
It looks weird in my view. Maybe it's like a newer emote that doesn't work everywhere.
It works for me. Yeah.
Okay.
I think
As
that's good.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's do that then. Let's start it up. Yeah, this was well timed. They just started.
Nice.
Excellent.
Yeah, thank you everybody so much for
thank you all
hanging
so
out with
much.
us.
Yeah, thank you.
Please come and join us reading Repo. And
thank you to you two as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you both so much for coming.
us,
It was
Honey.
super fun.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Yeah. We can do another tea party sometime too. I'm like,
Yeah,
it's not a
that sounds
not a
fun.
one time only guest situation.
I would
Alright.
love to.
Yay. Well, thank you again,
Yay.
and thank you, chat. And have a good rest of your day. I will hopefully be back either tomorrow or Friday. We'll see.
Yeah.
But in case I'm not, have a good weekend as well.
Yeah.
Alright. Otsumelon!
Bye.
Otsumelon.
Otsumelon.
I do end screen for a second.